Mr. Bobman221 back, and today we're back with another episode of This Week on YouTube and Gaming. And trust me, we got a lot of angry people, a lot of people are mad, and we got a lot of stories at hand as well. First of all, we're gonna be talking about Machinima. Now this information just came out recently, in fact today, and it's a little bit of a sad information and sad news. So we're gonna be talking about Machinima. Next up we got EA. Now they are telling their fans to go kick rocks, so this is gonna get a lot of people salty, and basically we have an update to the situation, so we're gonna be talking about that. Next up we got Fortnite back in the news. Now this kid is out there making 500 IQ plays, producing bangers. The problem is not with this kid, because this kid absolutely is kicking ass. He's awesome, but this kid's mama just realized the power of lawsuits, and this kid's mama just going around filing lawsuits because she realized that she can bring them Benjamins back at home. So we're gonna be talking about that. Next up we got Ubisoft apologizing for forcing Assassin's Creed Odyssey character into a straight relationship. I mean, this is just next level information, and we're gonna be dissecting a lot of that, because seriously in the future we can see Sony apologizing for this character to turn lesbo in The Last of Us Part 2. So I mean, there's just a lot of things happening, man. On the other hand, we got Netflix, and they are talking about competing with Fortnite. You know, everybody gotta compete with Fortnite, but we're out here, we're representing non-Fortnite players. So if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, it helps out a ton. And let's just get right into it. We got a lot of stories at hand. We're also gonna be talking about some of the new Black Ops 4 DLC leaks. Now first story is all about Machinima, and I want to start this video off with this one because this information just came out, and it is a little bit relatable because I once was a Machinima partner, and a couple of days ago we heard from Tube Filter, and basically I believe I saw Prestigious Key tweeting something regarding that as well, where Machinima creators, they got a letter telling them that they are now part of Fullscreen. So Fullscreen came in and they got all the Machinima partners, and today we're hearing that Machinima, one of YouTube's biggest and oldest channels, they went dark, and this is a little bit sad, and it seems like they are in shambles and they cannot afford to run this channel, which is kind of understandable, but they also shot themselves and their little ones a million times already, so it's kind of like their own fault as well, but it's still a little bit sad to see. Next up I want to talk about EA. Now they are telling their fans to go kick rocks, and I know a ton of people were angry, a ton of people were mad about the fact that EA canceled their Star Wars open world game, and rightfully so. Like, if you're a fan, it's a bad news, but now we have an update, and this will get people really salty, especially people who are a Star Wars fan, and rightfully so. I feel you guys, right? Because according to this update, additional sources have told Kotaku that the open world Star Wars project has been canceled in favor of a smaller scale title that can be released sooner. Subsequently, EA has issued a statement in which it doesn't deny canceling the game, and basically they want to release a little game filled up with microtransactions, and they are really after your wallet. I mean, it's not really surprising, but it still kind of sucks to see that happen, you know what I mean? But next up we got Fortnite. Now Fortnite creators, they got sued by orange shirt kids mom over, and I quote, orange justice dance move. And guys, look at him, right? He's going around, he's making them 500 IQ plays. This guy is just kicking. He's awesome, he's just making them plays, he's producing bangers, but this kid's mama realized, right? She realized the power of lawsuits. I'm pretty sure she heard on them Googles that so-and-so sued them, and they made a ton of paper. They brought them Benjamins back at home. So if they can't do that, so can I. This kid's mama just sued Fortnite because Epic Games, they really put this dance in Fortnite, is what I'm hearing. I don't really play Fortnite, even though I have it installed, right? But I'm hearing that they put the dance move for free, according to this article, and the mama saw it, and the mama kind of sued them. And I know some of you guys would be really happy about this, because I know some of you are really part of that non-Fortnite player squad, so I feel you there. But at the same time, next up we got Ubisoft, and this time they are really back in the news, and I'm not sure like why they want to be in the news. I mean, I haven't heard about them being in the news for quite some time, and I feel like this is a forced thing where they want to be in the news because they want a lot of publicity and things like that. Because check this out, right? They are apologizing for forcing your Assassin's Creed Odyssey character into a, and I quote, straight Wow. I'm completely mind blown by looking at this one right here. I mean, who wouldn't be mind blown? Next up, we're probably gonna see Sony. They are gonna come out, they're gonna let their dogs out. They will be like, hey, well, we apologize for making this character in The Last of Us 2 lesbos. I mean, we're in the year 2019, and I guess it's safe to say no one really have a problem with what you do as long as you are a decent human being. You can do literally anything you want to, but this is just like next level. Like, who would have thought that Ubisoft will apologize for forcing your video game character, because according to them, they feel like that they are forcing us, the players, I mean the characters in a video game, to turn into a straight relationship. I mean, this is just like next level. I mean, welcome to God's green earth in 2019, I guess. But next up, we got Netflix, and I'm pretty sure this is all because of the Spencer Neumann. We recently heard that Spencer Neumann, he left Activision. Activision is making a big deal, like Activision is like, we kick Spencer Neumann. But the thing is that Spencer Neumann was working at Activision. He was under a contract, but you know what, he still went out, he did an interview with Netflix, he got accepted, but that was against the policy. So Activision saw that, they kicked the guy out, but in a nutshell, he wanted to be kicked. So he kicked himself out, and in a way, it's not really a kick. He just wanted to get out of Activision, and now he's working at Netflix. And I mean, check this out, right? Having increased its numbers of subscribers and overall revenue for the latest quarter, Netflix is doing quite well as of late, but now the company says it could have done even better if it weren't for this little game called Fortnite. In the competition section of a letter to investors today, Netflix succinctly said, and I quote, "We compete with and lose to Fortnite more than HBO." Next up, we got YouTube back in the news. Now, YouTube is really going ham, man. They are strengthening their copyright policies and other custom thumbnails policy. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about them, but in a nutshell, it's like they don't want you to put men's or women play place area in the thumbnails. It's not like we didn't know about that. Obviously, they have to make sure that information goes out. Next up, they are also talking about graphic and things like that. I cannot say certain things on YouTube, so you know what I mean. Their policy is getting pretty strict, and a lot of people are not sure about whether or not they are talking about like real life graphic stuff or video game graphic stuff. It's just kind of crazy. I really hope that they are not talking about video games graphic, but hey, I'm playing Blackout. Blackout is a family friendly game, so I hope I'm good here, but seems like that YouTube is really going down. It's kind of sad because I've seen a ton of YouTubers quit for this reason. It's just a sad news. But on the other hand, we got Gillette. Now, Gillette. This is a hot topic because a ton of people are now defending Gillette, and I gotta be real, the ending message of Gillette was a good message, you know, but they seriously gotta realize that they are shoving a lot of down their customers' throat, and this is a feels bad. And I'm pretty sure they will have a ton of people working at their marketing department who will have 500 IQ and things like that, but what they did was definitely -5. So yeah, Gillette is in a pretty bad situation, but they really wanted people to go suck Hulk Hogan's little one and even a big one, so they shot themselves on the foot. And obviously this wouldn't be this week's on YouTube episode without Bethesda. Now, Bethesda is definitely free ideas for YouTubers. Everybody likes to cover and talk about Bethesda, and I personally don't really talk about them. The only time I talk about them is once a week, every time we have new information, and it seems like that every week there is some new information multiple times a week. They are giving every YouTuber free ideas, man. But now we're hearing that Bethesda is banning every single player in Fallout 76 who access the developer room, and this is what this article says. Bethesda is working on cleaning up another Fallout 76 mess. A few days ago, Fallout 76 players discovered a hidden developer room within the game that contains every item, weapon, skins available for players. Among other things, the dev room also feature a human NPC, something the main game strangely lacks, as well as a collection of other unreleased items. Existence of the room has apparently been known for a while on private Discord servers, but only recently surfaced on Reddit. And I mean, I kind of understand why Bethesda wanna like ban every single player who accesses the developer room. It's kind of understandable. They just want to protect their own property, but it seems like that players are having a lot more fun going into developer rooms than actually playing the game. So I mean, let players have fun, Bethesda. But man, Soulja Boy is making a big return, and he did a whole podcast. And I mean, this article says the following. Anyway, you can watch the full interview with Soulja Boy if you're interested below. The conversation about video games starts around the 22-minute mark. Be warned that if you do watch this video, you also might find your IQ slowly beginning to drop. And I watched 1 minute off it, and basically according to this article, Fortnite will be on the next Soulja console, and that is according to Soulja Boy. So yeah, get woke, go broke. Soulja Boy is gonna be coming out with another knockoff console, and I only watched 1 minute of the podcast, and the thing that I got from that is that he's trying to pull the race card out. And hey man, I gotta be real, alright? It's not about the race or none of that. I'm pretty sure if Seamus did the same thing you're doing, I mean, Seamus is the whitest dude I know, you know what I mean? And if we was doing the same thing, it would be the same scenario, right? If you're putting a knockoff console out there and you're claiming that is yours, it's a knockoff console. And lastly, I want to talk about Black Ops 4 DLC leaks. Now, leaks are truly everywhere. We got a ton of leaks, obviously DLC 2 leaks. We covered all of that on the channel. And recently, we also got leaks for the new Blackout mode, and it's gonna be the ambush mode, and we saw that in the Call of Duty companion app. And basically, it's gonna be melee and a sniper rifle only game mode, and sounds a lot of fun, and we're gonna be getting that pretty soon. I'm assuming this coming Tuesday, although that is not confirmed. Next up, we also got the Kap-40 leaked, and we have a video of this weapon. It's gonna be a DLC weapon. I cannot play the video here for obvious reasons, but just know that it is coming. But the only thing we do not know about this one is that, is it gonna be in the splice stream? Because if it is, then hey, that's good. You would have to grind the game and you can get it that way. But if it's in the blackjack shop, I guess they're gonna charge us 20 to 30 bucks. You know what I mean? We're talking Activision here, man. And we also got a bunch of DLC 2 rumors, which I covered in this video. I'm not gonna go through everything, but essentially, according to rumors and really credible leaks, we're gonna be getting 2 zombie maps with this DLC. One is gonna be Nuketown Zombies Remake, and the second one is gonna be a Grease map. So if it happens to happen, that's just gonna be a great thing for Call of Duty. But let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Check out some other videos on the screen, and hey, if you really want to support this channel, you can also become a member on the channel by clicking the join button below. It is like a Patreon, but it's not really a Patreon. It's more of like a Twitch subscribe button, and trust me, it helps out a ton. But obviously it is not necessary. Only do it if you really want to support this channel. But that is really about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.